Welcome to my channel. Today, I want you to listen very carefully, because what I'm about to share with you is not just another story. I know many of you have watched countless videos about old coins, and most of the time, you walk away thinking it was just entertainment, just a tale to keep you watching. But let me make this absolutely clear, this is not a story. This is real. And if you truly understand what I'm about to tell you, it could completely change the way you look at the coins in your own pocket, your drawers, or even that jar of loose change that's been sitting in your kitchen for years. Today, we are going to talk about a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned the numismatic community, and continues to rise in value year after year. I am talking about the 1995 Lincoln wheat penny coin. Yes, a coin that most people would overlook. A coin that seems so ordinary at first glance, but is actually worth an unbelievable amount of money. And when I say unbelievable, I mean it. Imagine holding a penny that is valued at not hundreds, not thousands, not even hundreds of thousands, but a staggering $4.5 million. That's right. A single small copper coin, a penny, worth more than luxury cars, more than mansions, and even more than some of the world's most expensive jewelry. But here's the part that will really make you stop and think. This coin could easily be lying unnoticed in someone's pocket change, hidden in an old piggy bank, or resting quietly in a box of coins handed down from a grandparent. People throw pennies aside every single day without even looking at them. But what if, just once, you picked one up, turned it over, and realized you were holding a life-changing fortune in your hand? Now, I know what you're thinking. How can a simple penny possibly be worth $4.5 million? What makes it so special? Why would collectors, dealers, and auction houses fight tooth and nail to get their hands on it? And most importantly, if you ever found such a coin, how would you even go about selling it? Where would you take it? And how could you be sure you're getting the right value for it? Don't worry, because in this video, I am going to break everything down for you step by step. I'll explain exactly what makes this coin so rare and valuable. I'll guide you through the process of identifying whether the penny in your pocket could be the $1 million one. And I'll even tell you where and how you can sell it for the highest possible price. So I'm going to make one request. Don't skip a single second of this video, because if you do, you might miss the exact piece of information that could help you recognize whether the coin you already have is worth life-changing money. And believe me, the people who know these secrets are the ones who cash in, while the people who ignore them let fortune slip through their fingers without even realizing it. Let's begin with the story of the 1995 Lincoln wheat penny itself. Now, at first glance, this coin might look like any ordinary penny. It features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, just like every other penny minted in modern times. On the back, you see the wheat ears, giving it that classic wheat penny design that collectors around the world absolutely adore. But here's where it gets interesting. The 1995 version wasn't just any penny. It was minted during a period of transition, and that tiny detail made all the difference. In the world of coin collecting, tiny details, small errors, unusual minting variations, and rare production changes are what separate an ordinary coin from one worth millions. In 1995, a specific batch of pennies left the mint with an unusual and highly sought-after characteristic. Only a handful of these coins survived in pristine condition, and that scarcity is exactly why they have become so incredibly valuable today. Now, before I reveal what makes this coin different, let me explain something important. Every year, the US Mint produces billions of pennies. That means most coins from any given year are common and essentially worthless beyond their face value. But once in a while, due to changes in minting techniques, die errors, or special limited runs, a few coins slip through that are unlike the rest. Collectors call these key dates, or error coins. And it's these coins that command mind-blowing prices at auctions. The 1995 Lincoln wheat penny falls into this category. What makes it so special is not just its rarity, but the condition in which collectors demand it. You see, not all 1995 pennies are valuable. In fact, the vast majority are worth just 1 cent. But the rare, highly desirable ones are those that come from a very specific minting process and are preserved in such flawless condition that experts grade them as mint state. These coins shine, with every detail crisp and clear, and without the scratches or wear that ordinary circulation pennies have. When one of these rare specimens shows up, collectors go crazy, bidding prices higher and higher until the value skyrockets into the millions. Now let's pause here for a second. Imagine this. You find an old jar of coins in your house. You empty it onto the table and start flipping through them, mostly just out of curiosity. You're looking at pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, all the usual suspects. But then, your eye catches a 1995 penny. At first, you shrug. It's just a penny, right? But what if you decided to take a closer look? What if you noticed that the design was unusually sharp? The finish was almost mirror-like, and the coin looked brand new despite being decades old? That's when your heart starts racing. Could it be? Could you actually be holding one of the rarest pennies in the world, worth more than $4.5 million? This is the exact scenario that has already happened to people before you. Yes, real people, regular people, who had no idea they were sitting on a fortune until they either took their coin to a dealer or submitted it to a grading service. And when the experts confirmed it was indeed one of the rare 1995 Lincoln wheat pennies, their lives changed overnight. Imagine going from pocket change to millionaire in one single moment. So now you're probably wondering, what exactly do I need to look for in my 1995 penny? How can I know whether mine is the rare one or just an ordinary 1-cent coin? The answer lies in 3 critical factors: the mint mark, the condition, and the specific errors or variations. First, let's talk about the mint mark. US coins are minted in different locations across the country, such as Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint puts its own small letter mark on the coin to indicate where it was produced. Collectors have discovered that certain mint marks from 1995 produce far rarer versions than others. If your penny has the right mint mark, you're already one step closer to potentially striking gold. Second, condition is everything. A 1995 penny that has been scratched, bent, or circulated heavily is almost worthless compared to one that looks brand new. Collectors pay massive premiums for coins in mint state, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. If your coin still has that brand new shine, with every detail sharp and visible, you may be holding something far more valuable than you realize. And third, the specific variations or errors. Some 1995 Lincoln wheat pennies were struck with what experts call a double die error, meaning that parts of the design appear slightly doubled. This doubling is most visible in the lettering, such as the words "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." If your coin has this doubling, congratulations, you may have one of the most desirable pennies ever minted. Now, here's where things get even more suspenseful. Imagine combining all 3 factors. You have a 1995 penny with the right mint mark, preserved in flawless mint state condition, and showing a dramatic double die error. That combination makes it one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in American history. And yes, that's exactly the kind of coin that can reach prices of $4.5 million or more. But wait, we are only getting started. Because knowing what makes a coin valuable is one thing. Actually selling it is another challenge altogether. Most people have no idea where to even begin. Should you walk into a pawn shop? Should you list it on eBay? Or should you head straight to an auction house? The truth is, if you don't know the right process, you could easily get scammed or sell your coin for a fraction of its true value. We explored why this coin is so rare, what details to look for, and how ordinary people have stumbled upon these treasures without realizing what they had. Now, it's time to take this journey even deeper. Because if you truly want to understand how to turn one of these coins into life-changing money, you need to know the full story, the history, the sales records, and the precise steps collectors take to make millions from what most people would dismiss as just a penny. Let's start with the sales history. because that's where the real jaw-dropping facts lie. Over the years, rare 1995 Lincoln wheat pennies have surfaced at some of the most prestigious coin auctions in the United States. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and great collections have seen bidding wars break out over these coins. Imagine a crowded auction room. Collectors and investors raising their paddles higher and higher. The numbers on the board climbing rapidly. The auctioneer's voice speeds up, calling out bids. $500,000, $1 million, $2 million, and still the bids don't stop. By the time the gavel finally comes down, the winning bid stands at an unimaginable $4.5 million for a single coin. That's not fiction. That's reality. And why do these wealthy collectors pay so much? It comes down to three powerful reasons: rarity, demand, and historical significance. The 1995 Lincoln wheat penny combines all three in a way that very few coins ever do. First, rarity. Only a handful of these coins exist in perfect condition with the desirable features, making them almost impossible to find. Second, demand, because every serious collector in the world wants one in their collection, and they're willing to outbid anyone else to get it. And third, historical significance. This coin represents a unique period in US minting history, with the kind of era and design variation that fascinates experts and casual collectors alike. Put these three factors together, and you get a recipe for astronomical value. But here's the most important question: how can you, an ordinary person, take advantage of this? How can you make sure that if you happen to find a 1995 Lincoln wheat penny in your possession, you don't accidentally throw it back into circulation or sell it for pennies on the dollar? That's where knowledge is power. And I'm about to give you the knowledge you need. The first step is identification. You need to carefully examine any 1995 penny you come across. Remember, not all are valuable, but the rare ones share certain features. Look for the doubling in the text "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera zoom to spot this detail. Next, check the mint mark. Coins from certain mints are more valuable than others. And finally, assess the condition. Does the coin look almost brand new, with a strong shine and no visible scratches? If so, you might be onto something. The second step is authentication. This is where you involve the professionals. Don't just take your coin to any pawn shop or local dealer. While some may be honest, many might try to lowball you, offering just a few $100s for a coin worth millions. Now, let's talk about why this coin in particular can reach values as high as $4.5 million. Beyond rarity and demand, there's also the psychology of collecting. Wealthy collectors don't just want any rare coin, they want the rarest of the rare, the crown jewel of their collection. Owning a coin like the 1995 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a financial investment. It's a status symbol. It's a way of saying, I own something that no one else in the world has. That prestige drives prices even higher, as collectors compete not just for the coin, but for the bragging rights that come with it. And here's something else you should know. The value of these coins isn't static. As time goes on, as fewer flawless examples remain, and as demand grows, the prices continue to rise. A coin that sells for $2 million today might sell for $4 million in a few years. That's why some people choose to hold onto their rare coins instead of selling right away. They treat them like investments, just like stocks, real estate, or gold. And for the lucky few who own one of these 1995 Lincoln wheat pennies, that investment has paid off beyond their wildest dreams. So where does that leave you? It leaves you with an opportunity. An opportunity to start looking at every coin you come across in a new way. An opportunity to check your pockets, your drawers, your jars, and your collections with fresh eyes. Because you never know, your next penny could be the one that changes everything. Before we wrap up, let me give you a simple action plan. Step 1. Go through every penny you have from 1995. Don't ignore any of them. Step 2. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the text and check for sharp details. Step 3. If you think you have a promising coin, send it to a grading service for authentication. Step 4. Once it's graded, reach out to a reputable auction house. Step 5. Be patient and strategic about when and how you sell. Follow these steps, and you'll be giving yourself the best possible chance of turning a simple penny into a fortune. And remember, this is not a story. This is reality. People have already done it. People just like you. And the only thing standing between you and a multimillion-dollar payday is knowledge and action. Now you have the knowledge. The question is, will you take action? So don't let this moment pass you by. Start looking, start checking, and start believing that it's possible. Because the 1995 Lincoln wheat penny is proof that even the smallest, most overlooked things can hold unimaginable value. And who knows? The next multimillion-dollar coin might be sitting in your pocket right now.